You guys want me to cook okonomiyaki next time? My next dish? Oko.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Binging with Babish, where this week, thanks to a sponsorship from Crunchyroll, we are taking a look at the okonomiyaki from Sweetness and Lightning, a dish whose name literally translates to as you like, so you can really put pretty much whatever you want in there, but we're going to take a look at the more traditional fillings that you might find in this Japanese street food. We're going to start with the okonomi sauce, a very simple sauce that starts with a tablespoon of white sugar, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 4 tablespoons of ketchup, and 3 1/2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I know I said it wrong, I'm just trying to trigger you. We're going to whisk everything together using an appropriately cute little whisk and pour it into a squeeze bottle for easier distribution down the line. Now ideally we want to score
That's the thing, right? I don't have to make that?
or some actual Japanese mayo for this recipe, but we can make a close approximation at home using 1 cup of plain old mayo combined with 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar and a tablespoon of sugar. Viscosity is key here. We want a consistency a little bit runnier, just slightly, than regular mayo. You can see mine is a little bit too thin. I'm going to pay for that later on. And now for the non-batter elements of our pancake, we're going to roughly chop some pickled red ginger, a few scallions, and a whole half a head of cabbage. To do that, we're going to start by cutting the half in half, cut out the core, and slice into thin ribbons. Then cut those ribbons into bite-sized pieces by cutting crosswise until you can imagine them fitting in your mouth. Make sure everything's chopped down to size, and now it's time to start making batter. Now you can buy packaged okonomiyaki flour, but well, it seems to be generally frowned upon by okonomiyaki enthusiasts.
Really? Wait, I shouldn't buy okonomiyaki powder? So I can use takoyaki powder. Takoyaki powder can be used. Yes, you can? Okay.
If you want to be legit, combine 1 cup of cake flour with a teaspoon and a half of baking powder. You'll see that I'm making some dashi broth. We'll use that in a minute. First, we've got to whisk together our dry ingredients, and then it's time to wrangle one of the strangest vegetables we've ever had on Binging with Babish, the Japanese mountain yam, which, when grated, turns into ectoplasmic goo. This apparently not only helps bind the pancakes together, but contributes to its signature flavor. If you can't find one of these, just use half a cup of milk with an extra teaspoon of baking powder. We're adding the 1 cup of dashi broth to...
Bro, I think I actually need to... Should I make a wish list? Dude, how am I supposed to find those ingredients? What do you call this?
turns into...
Do I need this?
Use that in a minute. First, we've got to whisk together
Oh, you don't have to
our
use
dry ingredients, and then it's time to wrangle one of the strangest vegetables we've ever had on Binging with Babish, the Japanese mountain yam, which, when grated, turns into ectoplasmic goo. This apparently not only helps bind the pancakes together, but contributes to its signature flavor. If you can't find one of these, just use half a cup of milk with an extra teaspoon of baking powder. We're adding the 1 cup of dashi broth to the dry ingredients along with the yam and whisking to combine. But just barely. Just like any pancake, we don't want to over-whisk. We want to...
Yay, good. Thank you for the 100 bits.
Prevent gluten development and allow the dry ingredients to fully hydrate in the fridge for 30 minutes. Then we are going to crack and lightly beat together 4 large eggs and add that to our fresh out the fridge batter yam mixture. Gently whisk the whole thing together until homogeneous, and then it's time to add our desired fillings, which can vary wildly, but we're going to go for a sort of traditional red pickled ginger, tenkatsu or fried tempura scraps, maybe 2 scallions worth of our chopped scallions.
Oh, I have those! I have tenkatsu! Do I? I don't.
Save the rest for garnish, and of course our cabbage, which we're going to add maybe about half of to start. Get it nice and mixed in there, make sure it's all evenly coated, and add the remaining cabbage. We're looking for a ratio of cabbage to batter that looks sort of like coleslaw. That's right about where we want it. This is more of a pancakey cabbage than a cabbagey pancake. And now finally it's time to cook. In a large nonstick pan, Heat 2 or 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil over medium flame until shimmering, and then dump in about half of our cabbage pancake batter. Use some rubber spatulas to coax it into the proper shape. You want this thing about 1.5 inches thick and maybe 8 inches around. Then it's time to layer the top with thin slices of pork belly. If you can't find this, you can use bacon. It's not as authentic, but are you going to tell me that bacon on this thing is going to taste bad? No, unless you're a liar. After covering and cooking over medium-low heat for about 5 minutes, it's time to flip. You're probably going to want to use 2 spatulas to do this, but if you got a big old badass one like this, you just might be able to... Oh, that's a relief. We're gonna cover this guy up and let him cook for another 5 minutes.
I have to do that?
Bacon, or not bacon, pork belly is
That's
nice
annoying,
and crisp. Give it a little visual inspection and flip it out onto a waiting plate. And now it's time to sauce and garnish. We're gonna start with the okonomiyaki sauce. Brush a nice generous layer on top. You can't really have too much of this stuff. And then stripe it with our Japanese mayonnaise. And as you can see, like I mentioned before, I made mine too thin. You want the stripes to still hold their shape as you zigzag across and use a wooden skewer to...
He didn't use actual Japanese mayonnaise because it didn't have any
decorative pattern on top. Since this one's a little screwed up, why don't we top this with the traditional accoutrement, starting with some bonito flake, which is really cool. You can see it waving around there from the heat. A gentle sprinkling of onori, which is a seaweed powder, and our sliced scallions. And there you have it, a pretty standard okonomiyaki. I'm really curious to try this thing because it's been filling my kitchen with crazy smells for the past couple hours. And I gotta say, really, really good. I'm not a huge bonito flake fan, but this thing is savory, saucy, crunchy, and a worthy member of the Clean Plate Club. But this time, why don't we try making one just like they did in the show? Let's start with our okonomi sauce, and then let's give our store-bought Japanese mayo a shot.
There you go.
As you can see, it's not as thin. This is the consistency that you're going for if you're making it at home. Dry gardelle, and look at that, how pretty. And not to be a wimp about bonito flakes, but I think I'm gonna like this version a lot better. And what do you know, I was right. These things are great. They're easy to make, tasty, filling. They'd be most welcome at your next dinner party, hangover breakfast, or, I don't know, baby gender reveal barbecue.
Should I... Wait, how am I... Dude, okay, so I need... I have this. I have takoyaki powder. So I need... What are the ingredients? Bro, I didn't even think gender reveals are a thing. I never knew that was a thing. So, we need, we need four large eggs. We don't need Japanese mountain yam, right? We don't need this. We don't need yam. Hiroshima? What's Hiroshima? Yo! Oh, this! That's just the actual Hiroshima. Jesus Christ. Oh my god! Wait, that looks so good. Guys, I typed food! I don't know why it just typed Hiroshima, man. Wait, what is this? Wait, this actually looks so good. What is that? Guys, I typed food! Wait, what is this? Wait, is that even Hiroshima food? Oh, you mean okonomi? Oh. Ah, I see. Here we go. Thank you for the 100 bits. Here we go. So we need pickled red ginger. We need this. We need scallions. Wait, what are scallions again? Like green onions? Yeah. Okay, we need this. Oh. Ooh. We need cabbage. 1/2 head of cabbage. So like the top. Okay. So we need dashi. We have dashi. So we have dashi, right? 2 types of okonomiyaki. Wait, what do you mean? Sakura mochi. Thank you for the 2 months. Sakura mochi. Osaka versus Hiroshima. Hey!
Because in Tokyo at okonomiyaki restaurants, we usually get a bowl and mix and cook it ourselves. If you're not sure how to do it or just feeling lazy, staff will usually do it for you upon request. I like to do it myself. It's fun. They usually turn out pretty good, too. But Kevin explains that in Osaka, every shop has their own way. The grill is also good for yakisoba and grilling vegetables.
So I'm kind of excited about this because this is authentic Osaka okonomiyaki, right?
Yep, this is the real stuff.
Wait, we might have a new channel, guys. What is this channel? This is like scuffed aura.
But which one is better?
It's a question that a lot of people ask. Can there be a definitive answer? There's Hiroshima style and Osaka style.
Ooh.
To find the answer, you have to know how it's made. And I traveled to Hiroshima in a past episode to learn the craft. At a place called Okonomimura. It's 3 floors full of okonomiyaki shops, each one a little different than the one
What up,
next door.
nyan nyan? Kita.
Batter, eggs, noodles, and lots of cabbage.
Wait, are those dude, I like those. I love those so much. These things, wait.
Noodle.
These things. What are these things called? What is this thing called? Moyashi. Bro, moyashi is delicious.
And
Bean
lots of
sprouts,
cabbage.
yes. Bean sprouts, bean sprouts.
Start with the batter pancake.
Batter pancake.
Add the cabbage.
Cabbage. Okay.
Moyashi bean sprouts and seasoning.
Okay.
Strips of pork on top of any vegetables that you want to add. Drizzle a little more batter on.
Nah, this is...
Then flip it.
That's bad.
Sweep the rest under
Come
the
on.
layers and let it cook for a minute.
This is just like...
Now the twist. Add some noodles. These are plain soba noodles with a little oil and seasoning mixed in. Formed into a circle, it becomes another layer of the okonomiyaki. Lift the vegetables and pork layer on top of the noodles. You can see this thing is starting to get pretty big. But we're not done. Crack open an egg and make the next layer.
Wait, what?
Be careful not to mess it up. It takes a little skill, but when it's done right, it looks good. Add the other layers to the egg. Let it settle for a minute, then flip it again.
Majide.
Add that tangy okonomiyaki sauce.
Ah.
Next up are sprinkled seaweed flakes. If you like,
flakes.
add some negi or chopped Japanese
That is
leeks.
not some negi. That is a lot of negi. That is a lot of... That's a lot of green onions. That is not some green onions, bro.
Ah, the coloring is amazing. Maybe a cherry on top? Well, in this case, pink
Green
ginger to
pi-
give it a little zing.
Pink ginger! That's some red
Now it's time to serve it to
pickled
the customer.
ginger.
Hiroshima okonomiyaki has got quite a lot of volume to it. Carefully lift it and put it in front of the customer. And you've done it.
This is too
Except
messy for
one
me.
more thing.
I don't
You
know.
have to eat it.
I feel like it will be too messy for me.
Let's see how
in my
Osaka okonomiyaki is
liking.
made by a pro. After
Alright,
oiling the grill,
okay.
mix up the ingredients inside the batter like a pancake.
Okay.
Pour it onto the grill and spread it a little
This
into
is way cleaner.
a circle. Add on strips of pork. You can always ask to leave it off if you're a vegetarian.
Isn't there takoyaki powder? Don't vegetarians not eat those?
Now the waiting begins. It takes a few minutes to cook. When it's ready, flip it.
Oh, that looks so clean.
Look at that golden brown color to it.
Woo!
Waiting is always the toughest part. Flip it again and add the okonomiyaki sauce. Some seasoning and katsuobushi fish flakes. Pump up that umami taste.
Bonito flakes? Wait, what is
Wait,
that?
more sauce? Drizzle a
Eh.
little more on top.
Ah,
Surely it's
that's a
done,
bit too
right?
much sauce,
Not
but
in Osaka. One key ingredient is missing.
Moyashi, thank you for
delicious
the 100
Japanese
bits.
mayonnaise.
This is good. Now this looks good.
That's it.
That's
Take it to the customer to eat.
Nah, Osaka is much better than Hiroshima.
The beer. Come by. Oh man.
I feel like this is much better than Hiroshima.
Hiroshima versus Osaka.
Let's break down the two styles.
Like, this looks too messy. Look at it. This looks too messy. Osaka looks just straight clean. Hiroshima, too messy. Like, too messy to eat. With Hiroshima style, there's too much like flavor into it. There's too much flavor into mixed. You got bean sprouts, you got green onions, you got eggs, you got noodles. Those that like it's all gonna mix in, and it's like it's hard to like have distinct taste. But with Osaka style, it's simple, you know.
They're both very good. Use a lot of cabbage. The biggest difference is that Hiroshima makes it all in layers, while Osaka Kansai styles mixes most of it together in a batter. They both have egg in it, but Hiroshima style's eggs is an actual layer. Hiroshima has noodles. Osaka has katsuobushi and loads of mayonnaise. The batter is slightly different, but each shop has its own secret to making it tasty. Both styles can be customized because the word okonomiyaki means
As you
like. Basically, there are tons of ways that you can make them. Add in seafood instead of pork. No meat? No problem. The price? Osaka okonomiyaki is usually cheaper than Hiroshima, but one Hiroshima okonomiyaki can fill you up until tomorrow. With Osaka, you can try more kinds, or share with a friend. Either way you go, you'll leave happy and full. So let's sink our teeth into that delicious Osaka-style okonomiyaki.
They're cutting it like a pizza.
A little wedge. Heat up. Plop it on your plate. You ready to eat?
Go ahead.
Together.
So, what's his take on this okonomiyaki battle?
Hiroshima, you can't beat this.
Bow! 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 Bow!
I'll give it a go too.
Hiroshima, you can't beat this.
I'll give it a go too.
It's good. It's good. It's actually very good. For me, you know, Hiroshima okonomiyaki just has those layers, and that means that you have different kind of taste level.
What did I
This
say?
is a day in the life in a Japanese ramen shop.
Hold on.
Levels inside of one okonomiyaki with have different kind of taste levels inside of one okonomiyaki. With Osaka okonomiyaki, it seems like all the ingredients really do a good job of coming together. And
What did I say? I told you. Hiroshima okonomiyaki just has too much like seasoning in it. It has noodles, bean sprouts, like you know, like it's just too much. It's just too much to take in for your mouth. Osaka, simple but better.
it's that simplicity that I like about the Osaka
Oh my
okonomiyaki.
god, I should be a pro at this. I should be a pro at this, man.
However, I still have to say that I'm always disappointed that there's no noodles. Hiroshima
Why?
okonomiyaki has the noodles in there, and that one ingredient that makes it just takes it to another level.
Okonomiyaki is like health food. Cabbage is in here, not noodles. You know, a lot less carbohydrates, lots of good healthy cabbage. I love cabbage. So to me, this is a perfect food.
I agree.
It's true.
If you want
Osaka
if you want noodles, buy a ramen. You don't buy okonomiyaki for noodles. Buy a ramen, bro.
style is mostly cabbage, the proportion greater than in Hiroshima style. Kevin likes cabbage so much, he went for the kimchi okonomiyaki for seconds. But Hiroshima style is healthy too. Look at all that green.
Okay, okay, buddy.
It's served on the grill at the counter by the chef and eaten with a mini spatula. And for me, it's absolutely the better of the two. But not by much. It depends on which one you ate first or even where you live. I used to live in Hiroshima and Kevin is a resident of Osaka, so which one is better? The debate will rage on. Both are.
What do you guys think? You know what? I'll make you vote. Oh, better okonomiyaki. Osaka, Hiroshima. Go. What do you think of that? Like from the perspective of you don't really eat that type of food. Thank you for the 100 bits, Kono-chan. Oh my God, Hiroshima is on the ground. Osaka, baby, Osaka. Memi dayo. Thank you for the 4 months, Memi dayo. Thank you for the 500 bits, Yuto. Of course. Ore wa daisotsu. Ore wa daisotsu da. Nozama. Thank you for the prime, Nozama. Darusi, thank you for the 100 bits. Osaka feels like it's better in tasting. The other one feels like a whole meal you want to be eaten. Exactly. Can you see my nickname? Jai. What about it? So okay, let's get some of the thing here, right? So we have dashi broth. Take notes of this. Wait, that's a little. So what do I need to make what do I need, guys? Oh my Jesus Christ, that is massive. So I need, what do I need? So we need, how do I get, I need meat. Was that pork? Pork belly. Do I need fried tempura scraps? I don't need fried tempura, right? Bean sprouts, no. I'm not putting bean sprouts in my okonomiyaki. I'll pass. If I want to eat bean sprouts, I'll probably eat some like sukiyaki. Does sukiyaki have bean sprouts? I feel like it would, right? Yeah! Wait, is that bean sprouts? Does sukiyaki have bean sprouts? Yeah! Isn't that bean sprouts? Oh, that's mushrooms. Wait, no, it doesn't. So cabbage, red pickled ginger, gingerness, green onions. Do I need dashi stock? I already have it. Wait, I need aonori. Do I need aonori? Can I eat raw eggs? Nope. Stop with raw eggs. I'm never eating raw eggs unless it's in Japan. I do not trust raw eggs here in Canada. Stop with raw eggs. Please. For the love of Jesus Christ, I am not blessed with Japanese eggs. Okay? Calm down, guys. Okay, so aonori. Wait, what does aonori look like? Aonori. Okay. 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 Aonori. What else do I need? Cannabis. What else do I need? Is that it? Oh. Wait, so what kind of sauce does it use? Does it use the same as... is okonomiyaki sauce different from takoyaki sauce? Yes? Oh, okay, okay. Okonomiya sauce. Almost the same? Oh, almost the same. Otafuku sauce. Wait. What else do I need? Seafood? Should I put shrimps in it? Okay, so if I'm putting shrimp, should I remove pork belly? Oh, squid! Okay. I'm not allergic to anything. Squid, yo, I like squid. Yeah, we'll add squid. So, do I add the squid on the mixture? Not like pork belly, Kono-chan? Can I get a hiya? Yes? Okay, okay. What else do I need? We have bonito flakes, eggs. Apparently that's... no. We're going shopping. What date's tomorrow? We're going shopping tomorrow. I'm not gonna stream it. It's stressful. What else do we need? Squid. Squid. Yeah, I have bonito flakes already. Alright, let me take a picture of this.
お好み焼きは好きなものを入れていいよ。そういう意味を持ってる。天使の輪がついた笑顔。
Thank you for the 100 bits. Here you go. Cheese? Guys, I am lactose intolerant. How many times do I have to tell you cheese will make me diarrhea? Okay. My gosh. I like this guy.
Only in Japan.
Welcome to Japan's northernmost city here in Hokkaido, Asahikawa. I've stopped here on my cross-country hitchhiking trip for one reason in particular, ramen. And Asahikawa's ramen is very famous, but I'm not sure what makes this place different from Sapporo ramen or any of the other ramens around Japan. Fukuoka's Hakata ramen is famous for tonkotsu, a thick pork bone broth. Very filling and very good. Sapporo ramen nearby is known for miso ramen, slightly nutty and sweet, thick but not too heavy.
Well, Judge, we'll
The
see.
miso is added to different soup stocks depending on the store.
We'll see.
Sapporo
We're gonna
ramen
judge.
typically uses yellow egg noodles.
We're gonna judge.
And Asahikawa ramen? Welcome to the world of shoyu, or soy sauce ramen. Like the
Soy
others,
sauce
it's found
ramen.
everywhere in Japan, but many argue Asahikawa does it best. So where exactly is this shoyu ramen paradise? We'll have to head to Hokkaido in Japan's north, to the city of Asahikawa. It's a 3-hour drive from Sapporo, next to Daisetsukan National Park, meaning the city has some of the cleanest water in the country. Asahikawa is easy to navigate with a perfect grid system. We'll visit Baikoken, Aoba, and Tenkin, so get ready for some slurping. A lot of the famous ramen shops in Asahikawa are right around the station area. Our first ramen shop is along the shopping street. So I got a map at the tourist office that lists all of the ramen places in Asahikawa that are around the station. And this one right here is also the one that I went to 14 years ago, last time I was in Asahikawa, so let's try that first. Yeah, I've been here before, so I know what I'm getting into. Welcome to Baikoken Ramen's main shop. At lunch, be ready to queue up. It's famous. The kitchen is busy with non-stop chefs at peak times serving mighty bowls of shoyu ramen. I was last here in 2003 during my first hitchhiking trip across Japan. Now I'm back for my second bowl, and I'm sure the taste hasn't changed a bit. Baikoken is the classic bowl of shoyu ramen. There are no hidden bells and whistles with this bowl. Unless, of course, you order a topping like ajitama, that delicious half-boiled egg that I can never pass up. You can see that the shoyu ramen is lighter than tonkotsu and miso. Just the right amount of oil to load up that richness. Baikoken uses wavy noodles that collects more of the salty soy sauce broth. It hasn't changed in 14 years. Good old faithful, complete. I moved on to Aoba, which was just a minute away from Baikoken. It came highly recommended to me by a friend. The owner let me eat during his break to avoid the lines. They've all the kinds of ramen on the menu, but come on, we've come here for shoyu ramen exclusively.
What is this? Large serving? What kind of what's the most expensive one? What is this? What's this most expensive one in the menu? Ramen? Oh,
Aoba uses straight noodles, a healthy piece of chashu pork steak, the winking octopus on the nori seaweed is a nice touch. This shoyu soup is perfectly balanced. The atmosphere at Aoba is authentic. That family feel of it all adds to the flavor, which is simple. Chicken and pork-based stock with soy sauce, light, salty, and oh so good. By far one of the friendliest places I've ever visited with a long history. The Murayama family has run Aoba for 3 generations. Here's the founder, his son, the 2nd generation chef, and now his son, Euriece, who was behind the counter today.
私は中国に小学校5年までおりました。北京中とこにね。そして終戦になって日本に帰ってきて、うちの先代、うちのグランドファーザー、マザー、一緒に中国から日本に帰ってきて、22年、昭和22年から始めたんです。それで今年で17イヤー、70年。になりました。My son、3代目。
だから同じ味ですか、ラーメン。
同じ味です。
The shop's good taste is in the decades of consistency. Aoba is one place you simply can't miss when visiting Asahikawa, but it's not the last place on this tour de ramen. So not far away from Aoba is Tenkin, another really famous place in Asahikawa. I can eat one more. Tenkin is a 5-minute walk from Aoba, and this shop was consistently at the top of ramen critics and reviewers' lists, which explains this line. It took an hour to get in. The waiting just makes you hungrier.
An
Many
hour?
celebrities have been here. Tenkin's ramen is no longer a secret. I got their shoyu ramen with a side of gyoza. Right away, I could see the attraction, the soup. It had a lot of oil. The temperature of asahikawa in winter is well below 0, so it's said the extra lard keeps the soup hot for a longer time. It's like insulation. There's a lot of other good stuff in there too. And the taste? Divine. But I couldn't get over that broth. It reminded me of Van Gogh's masterpiece, The Starry Night. A galaxy of flavors swirling on the canvas. Or bowl, if you're at Tenkin.
Okay, buddy, calm down.
So there you have it. Asahikawa is soy sauce ramen paradise.
Calm down,
you'll
buddy.
Get an amazing bowl
Calm
just
down
about
now.
anywhere you go.
Let's calm
so try
down.
them all. These 3 shops are excellent starting points to the big and delicious world that is Asahikawa Shoyu Ramen. Next time, Tokyo, or a side of it that you've never seen before. This is Aogashima, an island that reminds me of Jurassic Park, minus the velociraptors, of course. The adventure starts with a helicopter ride before descending into the jungle around a volcano.
What?
Only in Japan.
Good morning from Otsu City in Shiga Prefecture. This is Ishiyama Station, and I'm coming for something a lot stronger than day-old sushi. Something I wouldn't eat anyways. This is year-old sushi.
What?
It's a local delicacy of Shiga Prefecture. A lot of my Japanese friends have told me the horrors of its smell and how strong it tastes and how I won't be able to stand it. And they might be right, but I'm gonna give it a try anyways.
It's called funazushi, and it can be found in Shiga Prefecture, located at the center of the country, wrapped around Lake Biwa, Japan's largest freshwater lake. Otsu is at the bottom of the lake, just a 10-minute train ride from Kyoto Station. The lake is big and beautiful. Shiga Prefecture wraps around it. Being close to Kyoto means Otsu has got a ton of ancient temples. Ishiyama-dera is one of them, featured in The Tale of Genji, written in the year 1008. Also featured in Hiroshige's ukiyo-e print titled Autumn Moon at Ishiyama, overlooking Lake Biwa. And near Ishiyama-dera Temple is this store called Shiseian, which makes traditional funazushi. I met the chef at the door.
Kanta Inoue.
He's only 24 years old and already a master of the craft, making funazushi since he was 13. On the side of the store are buckets full of fermenting Nigorobuna fish. You can preserve the fish for as long as a few years, but 1 year is enough. He carts a bucket into the store to open. One of the biggest question marks I had was, how bad does it smell? Funazushi is infamous as being one of the stinkiest foods in Japan.
Wait, is this a real thing?
The smell? It was strong, but not overpowering.
大丈夫？
全然臭くないでしょ。
臭くない。おかしい。
Inoue-san dug deep into the bucket to find a good one.
Usotsuki!
The fermented rice has turned into pulp, the lactic acid bacteria helping to preserve the fish. It looks gross, and may even smell a little questionable for food. But there's a lot of good stuff in this sushi. Nigorobuna, or white crucian carp, has soft bones and preserves well in this method, locked fermenting under the weight of a stone for a year. So, how is funazushi made? The fish are caught and seasoned before laying eggs. The secret to keeping the smell down is to scrub and clean the fish well, removing all scales. Nigorobuna's scales are easy to remove compared to many other fish. When cleaned and rinsed, Inoue-san brings the fish outside to prepare the fermentation process.
What is it? Rice?
The Nigorobuna are ready for the next step.
Is that rice?
In the bucket, a base of rice is added. Inoue-san then stuffs the rice in the head of the fish.
Itay!
This will create lactose acid bacteria, considered a good bacteria, that will preserve the fish.
これをしまう。こんな感じね。
He adds another layer of rice to the prepared fish.
Okay.
またこの上に船を乗せてどんどん積み上げていきます。ここに。
Guys, shouldn't he not reveal that?
1年間。Yes.
A year later, it's ready to be eaten. Here's the year-old fish Inoue-san has selected for my eating challenge
Anyone can
today.
do it.
In the kitchen, he cuts it thin. It packs a strong kick, so a little goes a long way.
Oh my
That
god.
spark of orange are fish eggs, which adds color to the dish.
Have you guys eaten this?
The bones have softened and the fish's meat has been preserved well.
No, no.
Inoue-san
Yes, how
even
did it
made a
taste,
mini
Yuto?
nigiri sushi for me. Raw fish on rice like this. A little garnish, and the plate is now complete.
The year-old Funasushi Eating Challenge.
Is unrefrigerated sushi safe to eat a year later? Man vs. food. Inoue-san brings out the tray of year-old sushi. The contents are confirmed. This is Shiga Prefecture's famous funazushi. Right here, the usual way funazushi is prepared. Nearby, an unusual miniature nigiri-style sushi, and at the end, Nigorobuna preserved a year in a barrel, still smothered in fermented salty rice.
1年間。1年間。トータル1年。
Once again, my thoughts go back to how normal
Take
sushi
it out.
is thrown out after sitting around for only a day.
Take it
But
out.
this has been sitting in a bucket for an entire year, 4 seasons, 52 weeks. The taste doesn't hit you right away, so wait for it. Wait for it. There it is.
ちょっとスパイ。スパイ。ちょっとスパイ。ちょっとじゃない。スパイ。スパイ。
どうぞお酒があります。
あ、お願いします。はい。
I feel bad. Why do I feel bad? Why do I feel bad? Guys, why do I feel bad for him? Why do I feel bad for the person creating this fish? I feel bad. Like, he looks at him like, damn, I worked a year for that. And this guy says, oh, ちょっとスパイ。あ、嘘嘘。めっちゃスパイ。You know what I mean? 酒ください。
乾杯。
You know what I mean? Like,
お酒にぴったり。
酒おいしい。酒おいしい。酒おいしい。
そうだよね。うな寿司めっちゃ酸っぱい。でも日
はい。
本酒と飲んだらその酸っぱい味はだんだん減るですね。
お酒のあてですね。
You know, I'm pretty surprised because my image before I started this quest to eat the funa sushi was that I was gonna absolutely hate it and it was gonna be something that was too strong for me to handle. Yeah, it's strong. It really is, but It's not as strong as I thought, but I guess my
絶対分かってない。
expectations for the strength of funazushi.
Yo! What if this guy is like,
It really is, but
yo, is he talking shit about my Fuza sushi? Are you 今 Fuza sushi の悪口言ったよな?
it's not as strong as I thought it would. I guess my expectations for the strength of funazushi was way high. So this is the first time you eat funazushi. I think there is like an initial shock because you have never had this flavor before. It's not an easy flavor to describe. It's very sour. なんかチーズみたい。スパイチーズとかヨーグルトチーズの
ちょっとしょっぱい
はい
感じ。
そうそうそうそう。
Bye.
Yeah, kind of like a blue cheese sourness to it. Maybe like
Bye.
yogurt that's a couple days too old or something like this. But it's not bad.
酸っぱいかもしれないけれど、でもつけてるとこによってはもっと酸っぱいのもあるし、もっと臭いのもあるし。
普通はみんなこの型で食べないでしょ。
食べない。
これジョンスペシャル。
Yeah, yes.
Thank you.
That raises the question, what is sushi? There are generally two categories of sushi, hayazushi or fast sushi, and narezushi, the ancient form originating from Southeast Asia. Nigiri sushi, a type of hayazushi, a slice of raw fish on vinegared rice, is what I know very well. Like this one. But nigiri sushi didn't come around until the early 1800s. It could be made quickly and enjoyed with rice, a sort of fast food. While narezushi dates back about 1,000 years. Funazushi, a type of this ancient variety, fermenting for a year, the rice a preserving agent, and still made in the traditional way around Lake Biwa and Shiga Prefecture. So this is ancient cuisine, a historically important food for Japan, a dish to be respected.
寿司はね、米稲作とともに大陸。
I have a question. Guys, if that specific meal, sushi, was discovered thousands of years ago, wouldn't it? Who in their right mind, when food can't be conserved, food is very hard to come across. Preserve fish under rice for a year.
もしその寿司が何千年も前に発見されたとしたら、食品が保存できないとしたら、誰がまともに考えられるだろうか。食品は非常に手に入りにくいものだ。米の下に魚を1年間保存する。
You know what I mean? Like, who discovers that?
大陸の方から日本に渡ってきて、慣れ寿司っていうご飯で魚をつけるっていう文化が大陸から渡ってきて、全国各地あったんです。海のものをつけたりとか、北海道で伊豆市っていうのも。でもなぜ船寿司がすごい評価が高かったんです昔から。なぜなのかって言ったらやっぱりこの琵琶湖の水、琵琶湖で取れたニゴロブナ、それに滋賀県で取れる美味しい近江米と、あとは琵琶湖のきれいな水と、その3つが合わさって船寿司の評価が高かったのかなとは僕は思います。おばあちゃんから聞いた話、昔は船がよく取れたんですよ。ニゴロブナっていう船が、それはもう琵琶湖にしか取れない魚で、その魚がすごい船寿司に適してて、骨は柔らかいし鱗は取れやすいし、すぐ浸かりやすい。だから1年で船寿司ができるんです。でその船がよく昔は取れたんですって。もういっぱい上がるのね、もういっぱいもうそこら辺に落ちてるぐらいで、それと船寿司の技術いっぱいあるんだけど、保存の仕方がね、やっぱり昔は冷蔵庫がなかったから、こういう風にご飯船をつけてずっと、もうそうしてさっきみたいに意識して空気の入らないようにしておいたら、 もう1年でも2年でも持つので、まあ、保存食として船寿司が広まっていったんだと思います、滋賀県の中で。
そうだよね、昔よりそこがなかったんでしょ。
そう、冷蔵庫代わりにご飯で船をつけてでそれを食べているうちに、まあ風邪ひいた時には船寿司食べて元気になれ、お腹痛くなったら船寿司食べて、乳酸発酵ですからね、そういったのもあるのかなと思います。
So there you have it, the legend of Funazushi. Yeah, this is a local delicacy of Shiga Prefecture.
He never ate. By the way, guys, he never ate one more. He ate one and then be like, "Eh, Kima!"
Only in Japan.
I'm in Oma in Aomori Prefecture and I've come here for one reason in particular. Maguro. A lot of people say that this is the center of the Maguro world. Here in Aomori has some of the best anywhere, and I've come here to find out how good is it? At the luggage carousel in Aomori Airport, I was greeted with a welcome sign written on a tuna. Yeah, Hon Maguro is big here. Oma is famous throughout Japan for having the top bluefin tuna, and you can see the city's love and respect for Hon Maguro just about everywhere. This deco truck at the dock transports Oma's Hon Maguro to Tsukiji Market. The driver's love for the fish painted all around the exterior. Oma is located in Aomori Prefecture on the very top of Honshu, Japan's main island.
I hear it a lot.
The Tsugaru Strait between Hokkaido and Aomori is where the bluefin tuna swim, from the Pacific to the Sea of Japan, the best season from autumn to New Year. Oma is right at the tip with easy access to the sea. The port town has a lot of small fishing vessels, the town's population surrounding it. I got the chance to go out in a fishing boat and watch the other fishermen hunt maguro, but first I had to prepare for the rough seas ahead. The captain gave us a quick explanation before boarding. The boat has large lights on it to catch squid at night, but doubles up as a maguro boat in season. The winds picked up quickly as we made our way out to sea. The ride got quite bumpy at times, swaying a couple of meters from side to side. There was a feeling of urgency on this hunt.
Oh my god. Nah. This boat is too small, bro. I would never get on this boat to go. Dude, that. Nah. Stop.
Getting out there quickly with other fishermen trying to catch a bluefin tuna. The competitive spirit was in the air.
You're crazy. That's too scary.
You can see large schools of maguro on radar, and many fishermen start the hunt when they find that zone. So the maguro watching has started. I don't see any maguro, and I'm not sure how you would know unless the captain tells you over there. But the sea's pretty rough. It's about, what, 1 or 2 meter sized waves, maybe higher. But that just makes it all the more fun.
That is not fun. You're gonna die. How is that fun?
In Aomori, it is customary to battle the bluefin tuna with line
No,
and pole.
I can't swim. I actually can't swim. I actually don't know how to swim. I've not learned how to swim yet. So, no thank you. That does not look fun. I'm going to die if I do that. And I'll probably be vomiting the entire time.
Imano. Bluefin tuna here can weigh between 200 and 300 kilograms. And the fight between fishermen and fish is real. When you catch one, it really is a reason to celebrate. Once an Oma Honmaguro sold for as much as 155.4 million yen, or $1.4 million. This restaurant in Oma is called Omanzoku, and the place where I had my first Honmaguro of the day. After the fish is caught, it has to be transported to Tsukiji Market in Tokyo, where it's auctioned. Omanzoku has to buy the fish there and transport it back. Omanzoku has to buy the fish there and transport it back. The restaurant buys 3 to 4 Oma Honmaguro per week on average.
That is massive.
Not only is this maguro valuable, it weighs over 200 kilograms, 440 pounds. It's carefully moved to the cutting table.
How much is this?
When one comes in, restaurant owner Takeuchi-san can put on the bluefin tuna carving show.
100 million
But
yen?
what makes Oma's Honmaguro so popular and delicious? At Tsukiji Market, bidders check the maguro for its fattiness and consistency. Oma's Honmaguro is consistently the best because in the Tsugaru Straits, they eat a lot of squid and fatty salmon.
1 million.
Pike. By the time they get to Oma, their meat has a wonderful fat consistency and taste. Back in Oma, the tuna is inspected carefully and then prepped for carving. Takeuchi-san puts on a show every time a maguro comes in. Tourists come from all over Japan and the world to watch him cut up a tuna that can cost as much as a car. He uses a variety of knives and saws. Each has its own job to do on a certain part of the tuna.
Me and I.
The audience claps at certain times, knowing the job of carving the tuna is far from easy.
What? Woo! No! How are the audience supposed to watch this?
Takeuchi-san has been doing this for years. The motion's done on instinct.
Huh? こっちが赤身で、いやちゃんと
おい切ってうるさい
Listen up. Here is the 3 honmaguro cuts you need to know. Akami is the lean red meat taken from the fin. Chutoro is from the middle belly with higher fat content. Otoro is from the lower belly and the pinkest from the high fat content.
Damare.
Yeah, this is gonna melt in your mouth, and since there's not much of it, it's expensive. You can get all 3 in the restaurant. It's open 365 days a year. Look at that otoro. I also love akami too. Different consistency, different taste.
So this is it. This is the maguro that he was cutting up in the front of the shop just a few minutes ago, and now here it is on my plate. And I'm just looking at the one right in front of me. This is otoro and chutoro and akami, and the otoro is just so beautiful. Look at that.
That looks so good.
This is the fatty piece of tuna. Oh, it's so good. It's so tender, so soft. You don't even have to chew it, just it melts in your mouth.
Let's talk with the owner, Takeuchi-san, about what makes Oma tuna so great.
まあいろんなイカあるんだけど、特に大間のマグロはイカをいっぱい食べるから美味しいんですよ。生きたイカを。だと思ってます。はい。取ってすぐだと体全体に油は回らないんですよ。時間寝かせないと。だから東京は例えば今日大間で取れれば。今日水売りして明日の朝箱詰めして明日出すで次の日競りかかるこれで2日でしょでその仲買人が買ったやつを 寿司屋とかはそういうとこに回る時は3日目です。
So that tuna makes a long round trip to Tokyo and back. But why?
いや、オマの人私に売ってくれないんですよ。
そうか。
なんで？
だからそれができないから息子に船取られてしまったんです。
That may be jokingly true, but Takeuchi-san's victories can be seen in the photos around the restaurant. And the Oma labels from Honmaguro bought in Tsukiji served to customers are proudly displayed on the wall. But we're not done eating. I hopped across town to another restaurant. This is Hamazushi, and they take full advantage of the town's Honmaguro.
What?
The sushi, sashimi, and kaisendon are all great. But I'm here for a full 7-course Maguro meal.
This is the full course. It's a really big meal, as you can see.
They're looking at him like...
Everything is maguro. It comes from the maguro, the tuna. All of it local here from Oma. A lot of it I've never seen before.
What is
which
this
makes
guy?
It very, very exotic and extremely unique. I can't wait to dig into this. I don't even know where to start.
A boiling pot of something, definitely from Maguro. But what? Most of this won't suit everybody's palate, but this is Maguro sushi and something we all know. The full course will set you back over 7,000 yen, or about $70, but it's the best way to get the full scope of Maguro cuisine in Oma.
$70.
So there you have.
Is that expensive? How much is it? Let me see. $70?
マグロは頬肉のステーキがうまい。
マグロは thank you for the honor, Kabayaki-san. What do you guys think? Is this worth for 7,000 yen? Cheap? Cheap? Worth. Cheap? Yes? I think so too. You have the soup. You have all... Like, that looks so good. But you have beer too. Guys! Why do beer look so tasty when it's like this? Like... It's like you could just gulp it and just...
This is the full course. It's a really big meal, as you can see. Everything is maguro. It comes from the maguro, the tuna.
Alright, hold on. Oh, there's no Japanese translation. Yes.
All of it local here from Oma. A lot of it I've never seen before, which makes it very, very exotic and extremely unique. I can't wait to dig into this. I don't even know where to start.
A boiling pot of something, definitely from Maguro. But what? Most of this won't suit everybody's palate, but this is Maguro sushi and something we all know. The full course will set you back over 7,000 yen, or about $70, but it's the best way to get the full scope of Maguro cuisine in Oma. So there you have it, Japan's most famous Maguro in Oma, Aomori. You come here for the experience, the love for the sea and fish. Oma's culture is surrounded by the bluefin tuna, and if you're a fan of Maguro and eating the best sushi around, it's a must-visit destination for foodies and adventurous.
I actually, guys, you want me to be completely honest with you? I didn't know wasabi is bland.
Only in Japan.
I had
This time
no
we
clue
traveled
wasabi
to
is
Dayo
bland.
Wasabi Farm in Nagano Prefecture. It's about 250 kilometers, or a 3-hour drive or train ride from Tokyo. Nagano is not just famous
Bro,
for the
facts, bro.
1998
We can have a
Winter
tour, bro.
Olympics. It's also a top agricultural area and a place where Japan's most notorious vegetable thrives, wasabi. The Dayo Wasabi Farm is the largest in Japan and allows visitors. Let's have a look around.
Is it starting?
If you've ever wondered what a wasabi
Where's hold on. Cancel. Guys, why don't I have their channel? Oh, BGM.
Wasabi farm looks like, this is it. Wasabi is not
I thought it
grown
started.
in the field, but
Hold on.
literally.
I thought takoyaki started. I thought he would do it in the radio.
On a bed in the river. It needs cool, pure water and shade to thrive. The water flows freely through each wasabi bush. Rocks hold
Did
the
it start?
plant and roots in place. This mountain water is clean enough to drink, making Nagano an ideal place for growing wasabi. This water comes from the snow-capped mountains in the surrounding Japanese Alps. In the spring, that snow melts, bringing with it loads of minerals in the water that wasabi just loves to drink up. Shade is essential, and Dayo Wasabi Farm covers an entire river as it meanders downhill. Under the canopy is the wasabi plant.
Did it start? Well, let me see. We've been waiting.